Have you ever paused to consider the impact of abstaining from masturbation, one of life's most natural, personal, and potent acts, during your golden years? This isn't just a fleeting thought, it's a topic that delves deep into the core of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Many seniors grew up in a cultural landscape where sexual expression, especially self-pleasure, was shrouded in secrecy. It was whispered about, met with disapproval, or even stigmatized. As the years go by, this deeply ingrained cultural attitude, combined with health changes and a sense of disconnection from oneself, often leads to the gradual disappearance of the masturbation habit. However, there's a crucial truth that many doctors are hesitant to share openly. The lack of sexual self-connection after the age of 60 can have far-reaching consequences that extend well beyond a simple decrease in libido. It can affect your overall quality of life, touching on aspects such as circulation, hormones, sleep, confidence, prostate health, emotional stability, and even your sense of dignity as you age. Before we explore further, if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on any health tips tailored just for you. If you find this video insightful, please type 1 in the comments. If there's something you think could be improved, feel free to type 0 and let us know how we can enhance our content for you. 1. The body's response to inactivity. As we age, numerous bodily functions start to slow down. This isn't solely due to the passage of time. Inactivity plays a significant role. Just as muscles atrophy without exercise and joints become stiff from lack of movement, our sexual organs follow a similar pattern. When masturbation ceases entirely, the blood flow to the pelvic area is significantly reduced. This decreased circulation can cause discomfort, a decrease in sensitivity, and for men, it heightens the risk of prostate problems. The tissues that were once highly responsive to stimulation begin to atrophy, losing their elasticity and becoming less reactive. In some cases, this can even cause pain. For women, vaginal dryness, irritation, or a general sense of disconnection from their bodies may become more prevalent. What surprises many seniors is how rapidly these physical changes can occur. Within a few months of no sexual stimulation, the body begins to forget its previous responsiveness. Unlike in youth, restoring what has been lost takes considerably longer. Regular masturbation, even as infrequently as once or twice a week, can help maintain the elasticity, sensitivity, and overall pelvic health. It's a form of self-care that prevents stagnation, discomfort, and potential future complications. This isn't about indulging in desire or forcing something that no longer feels natural. It's about preserving the proper functioning of your body and avoiding unnecessary pain. After all, you wouldn't stop brushing your teeth just because you're getting older. So, why neglect another crucial aspect of your health? 2. The emotional toll of disconnection. When seniors stop masturbating, the impact is not limited to the physical realm. It extends to the emotional and psychological aspects of their lives. Over time, many older adults start to feel detached from their own bodies, as if they're merely caretakers of a vessel rather than actively living within it. This emotional disconnection often manifests subtly at first, perhaps as a lack of interest in their appearance, a diminished sense of self-worth, or even a feeling of being invisible. What was once a source of comfort, release, and joy becomes something to be avoided or forgotten. Masturbation, despite being a deeply personal act, is also a powerful form of self-affirmation. It serves as a reminder that your body is still yours, that you're still capable of experiencing sensations, making choices, and engaging in an activity for your own pleasure. For many older adults, this simple act restores a sense of agency and identity that often fades with age. It's not just about sexual gratification, it's about emotional stability, self-confidence, and reconnecting with your inner self. Without this private ritual, feelings of loneliness can intensify, and anxiety may quietly creep in. The vibrant inner world that once existed may be replaced by a sense of emotional flatness. For some, this can even affect their interactions with others, leading to less warmth, openness, and joy in their relationships. There's a profound truth that many don't realize until it's almost too late. When you stop connecting with yourself intimately, you may gradually start to disconnect from the world around you. And as we'll soon see, this emotional distance doesn't stay confined to the emotional realm. It also affects our physical organs. 3. Prostate health depends on activity. For older men, The prostate is a small but incredibly important gland that plays a vital role in both sexual and urinary function. Unfortunately, it's often overlooked until problems start to surface. What many men may not know is that regular ejaculation, whether through sexual intercourse or masturbation, is not only pleasurable but also protective. When a man stops masturbating completely, the prostate can start to stagnate, fluids can accumulate, leading to a condition called prostate congestion, which causes discomfort, pressure, and an increased risk of inflammation or infection. Over time, ejaculation helps keep the prostate active, flushes out old fluids, and stimulates blood flow to the area. Without this regular activity, the gland may become more prone to enlargement, known as benign prostatic hyperplasia. This condition can interfere with urination, leading to frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom and, in severe cases, may even require medical intervention. This isn't just a theoretical concept, it's supported by decades of medical observation. Maintaining sexual activity, even in the privacy of one's own space, can help keep the prostate healthy and functioning properly. Ignoring this aspect of self-care isn't a sign of modesty, it's a missed opportunity for prevention. You don't have to rely on medications or surgery as your first line of defense. Something as simple as regular self-pleasure can be a proactive, natural way to safeguard this essential part of your body. 4. Hormonal balance and brain chemistry. One of the most overlooked benefits of masturbation in older adults is its significant impact on hormonal balance and brain chemistry. When you stimulate your body and reach orgasm, your brain releases a cascade of natural chemicals, including dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, and prolactin. These aren't just feel-good hormones, they play crucial roles in regulating your mood, improving your sleep, reducing anxiety, and even supporting your immune function. In a stage of life where insomnia, depression, and stress are more common, these natural responses can be powerful tools for overall well-being. Dopamine helps you feel motivated and engaged emotionally. Oxytocin fosters a sense of calm and connection, even when you're alone. Endorphins reduce pain and bring mental clarity. Prolactin promotes restful sleep and cellular recovery. All of this occurs as a result of a private, simple act that requires no prescription, insurance approval, or doctor's visit. The absence of this hormonal activity can lead to a gradual decline in emotional well-being. Without it, you may feel more anxious, irritable, or emotionally numb. Sleep becomes more difficult to achieve. Stress lingers for longer periods, and over time, this imbalance can subtly affect your memory, focus, and physical resilience. Masturbation is not just about pleasure. It's about maintaining a healthy internal chemistry and providing your brain with the signals it needs to keep you feeling grounded, relaxed, and alive. 5. Touch. A basic human need, even from yourself. As we age, the amount of touch we receive often diminishes, hugs become less frequent, and intimacy may fade. In many cases, people even start to avoid physical contact with their own bodies. This lack of touch, especially self-touch, can create a profound emotional void that affects both mental and physical health. Masturbation, in its simplest form, is a way to stay connected to your body. It's a form of self-nurturing that reminds you that you're still alive, deserving of comfort, and capable of experiencing sensations. Many older adults unconsciously start treating their bodies like fragile machines that need to be maintained, rather than as the homes that house their souls. They go through daily routines such as bathing, dressing, and taking medications without truly connecting with their physical selves in a warm and kind way. Over time, this disconnection can lead to emotional numbness or a sense of alienation from the very body that has carried them through life. Self-touch changes this dynamic. It encourages you to slow down, listen to your body, and feel without any sense of obligation, but out of genuine care. Masturbation then becomes more than just a sexual act. It can be a meditative experience, a way to affirm, I am still here, I still matter, I still belong to myself. This act of reclaiming touch can restore confidence and alleviate the loneliness that sometimes accompanies old age. 6. Intimacy doesn't end when partnerships do. As we grow older, our relationships undergo various changes. Some may lose a partner due to illness or the passage of time, while others may experience emotional distance in long-term marriages. There are also those who live alone, navigating the challenges of retirement and aging without a constant companion. In these situations, many people start to believe that intimacy, once a vibrant part of their lives, is now over. However, intimacy doesn't necessarily require a partner. It begins with yourself. Masturbation allows older adults to maintain a connection with their own desires, tenderness, and emotional worlds, regardless of their relationship status. Far from being a substitute for a partner, self-intimacy is a form of independence. It's an opportunity to reclaim a sense of closeness on your own terms. It sends a powerful message to your spirit that your ability to feel pleasure, comfort, and connection didn't disappear with the end of a relationship. It still exists within you. This private connection is particularly important when physical or emotional closeness with others is not possible. It helps maintain emotional equilibrium and a sense of personal agency. It lessens the loneliness that can set in during long, quiet evenings. Most importantly, it reminds you that you are a complete, feeling human being, capable of experiencing joy and softness even without a partner by your side. 7. Letting go of shame. Many older adults grew up in an era when sexuality, especially self-pleasure, was surrounded by silence. Messages of judgment and shame from family, religion, and society often made masturbation seem like something dirty, sinful, or inappropriate, especially as one gets older. Over time, these beliefs became deeply ingrained, subtly influencing how seniors perceive their own bodies. However, it's important to recognize that this shame doesn't belong to you. It was inherited, and you have every right to let it go. Masturbation is a normal, healthy, and even therapeutic part of the human experience. Letting go of the shame that has haunted you for decades is one of the most liberating acts you can do for yourself in your later years. When you stop viewing self-pleasure as something wrong, you start to regain control over your physical and emotional well-being. What replaces shame is not just acceptance but also confidence, peace, and a sense of relief. When you understand that your body still deserves care, pleasure, and attention, you begin to treat yourself differently. You walk with more dignity, sleep more soundly, and live more freely. By shedding the burden of shame, you create space for self-care. And the first step in caring for yourself is learning how to do it safely, comfortably, and with intention. 8. Practical tips for safe, healthy self-intimacy. Masturbation should be approached with the same level of patience, respect, and comfort as any other aspect of self-care. Your body has changed over the years, and that's perfectly natural. What worked or felt good decades ago may not be the same today. And that's okay. The focus now should be on being present in the moment, not on performance. To begin, choose a quiet, private space where you feel relaxed. Give yourself permission to explore without any pressure. There's no need to rush. Let this be a time solely for you, free from distractions and judgment. Using lubrication can make a significant difference, especially if you have older skin or are experiencing dryness. Lubricants reduce friction, prevent irritation, and can enhance sensations. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types until you find one that suits your needs. For men, take your time with stimulation. There's no need to aim for a specific outcome. For women, gentle touch and being aware of sensitive areas can help you reconnect with forgotten sensations. It's also beneficial to pay attention to how your body feels before, during, and after. Do you feel more relaxed, calmer, or more connected to yourself? These are signs that your practice is having a positive impact, not just physically but emotionally as well. Self-intimacy is not something to be embarrassed about. It's a form of quiet strength and self-awareness. Like any health-related practice, consistency is more important than intensity. Gentle, regular self-connection can have a positive impact on your mood, circulation, sleep, and sense of personal empowerment. A final word: the most personal act of self-care. As you stand at this stage of life, filled with wisdom and reflection, you may have come to realize that aging is not about decline, it's about rediscovery. You're not fading away, you're evolving. And one of the most intimate and often overlooked aspects of this evolution is the relationship you have with your own body. For many older adults, the idea of masturbation may still carry the weight of shame, embarrassment, or the belief that it no longer has a place in their lives. But what if it does? What if? In fact, now is the most crucial time to reconnect with this part of yourself, not for the sake of others or for any performance-related reasons, but for your own healing, presence, and inner peace. Your body, though different from how it was decades ago, still belongs to you. It still responds to care, reacts to kindness, and thrives on attention. Touch, in any form, is a fundamental human need. When that touch comes from you, It's not just a physical sensation, it's a spiritual and emotional experience. It's a silent affirmation that says, you are still here, you still matter. Masturbation at this stage of life is not a shameful act. It's one of the most profound acts of self-care available to you. It helps maintain healthy circulation, supports prostate and pelvic health, balances your mood and hormones, alleviates loneliness, improves sleep, and reminds you that you're still connected to your desires and identity. Even when you're alone, you can feel alive, powerful, and whole. If no one has ever told you this before, hear it now. You don't need anyone's permission to be close to yourself. You don't need to apologize for being human. You don't have to carry the burden of outdated beliefs that silence your needs or ignore the truths of your body. You deserve to feel, to rest without a sense of emptiness, and to look in the mirror and see someone who is still worthy of touch, love, and self-acceptance. The world often overlooks the power of those quiet, private moments of closing the door, taking a deep breath, and giving yourself what no one else can. But in those moments, when the world slows down and you return to yourself, you may discover something sacred, a reconnection, a softening of the heart, and a spark of vitality. As you move forward in life, carry this truth with you. Masturbation is not something to be hidden, judged, or dismissed as you age. It's your right, your private source of joy, and a reminder that you're not just existing, you're living fully, deeply, and unapologetically. Your journey is far from over. Your body is still listening, and every time you choose to honor it with care, kindness, and presence, you're choosing to live life on your own terms, and that, in the end, is the most dignified act of all. These insights are intended to inspire you to live a full and authentic life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned from this video that you plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey of embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0 and let us know how we can improve. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and hey, race to living life on your own terms.